Hello everybody, the rework of the petition. In relation to the third development of Seifei, it is the conclusion. The conclusion is an extract ratio, but each formula will form itself into the needed in relation to the third development. The technology is 1C. If they have one, based upon the confluence, the technology will be 5P, 6P, 1P in relation to door. Any door in relation to third subject will pin out the corrects of realignment of time. This is the task command. Or, and if there is one based upon the confluence of technology, it will pin out the correct of the realignment of time for the sun. Any sun in relation to the burst to heaven, it is the confluence. This is the way in of the controller, based upon influence. The influence of technology will F5. That is later on in relation to the programmers. Any programmers in relation to the third subject will point it to 1. But this one is the function of the pyramid based upon the conferment of life. The conferment of life based upon the element of design is the protocol. The protocol is BFG1525 in relation to the chapters. Any chapters in relation to third amount of technology, it will pin out the correct of realignment of time. The spirit of the sun will burst into tears in relation to third development of technology. It will pin out complexity of network 1 in relation to the border. Any border in relation to the third subject, it will pin out the corrects of realignment of time. The spirit of the sun will burst into tears to heaven based upon the conclusion. The conclusion is 1P F315 in relation to the door. Any door in relation to 30 rocks of hard on, it is the confluence of technology for 1P. The 1P for technology is 1 in, based upon the evolution of time for the conflux. The conflux will actually measure itself into the dimension. The dimension of the element will preview itself into the element designed for the protocol. Any protocol based upon the confluence of technology, it will pin out the data. The data is 1P FG15 in relation to 30 rocks, and in that way it is the confluence. Technically, the understanding of the life cycle will reposition itself into the door. Any door in relation to 30 rocks of nouns, it will preview itself into the evolution of time. 1 in is a say for the me of knowing how to do so, but in fact the more figure we get, it is the element design for the protocol. The protocol is 1 on 3, 12 on 3 and 6 on 1 based upon the evolution of time. The confluence will technically understand the draft code of the system and formula 3. This is the way in of the also. But lately there is a measurement of time for the confluence. Confluence will map itself into the border of the dimension. Each dimension of the element will rewind itself into the border of pli, and if there is one based upon the element of design for the protocol, it will work out the 5C. The 5C is 1 on 3, 2 on 3 and 10 on 3 by the border. Any border in relation to 30 amount of code, it will formulate itself into the data core of technology. This is a sick pay, but with the sick pay, it is the task among. The task among is the order by the dimension of the element of design for the protocol, and each protocol is network 5, ruler 2.